Are you minimizing your abuse? We're gonna cover all of that and more, and the reasons why that if you are minimizing your abuse, that it's actually causing you more pain, more suffering, more hurt in your relationships, in your life, in your career, in every single area of your life. And we're gonna look at how do we begin to overcome this minimization of what our abuse was. So stay tuned, it's coming up right now. What's up guys, my name is Ethan. I help men overcome their sexual abuse and live a confident, loving life. In today's video, we're talking about minimizing abuse. So what is minimizing abuse and why do we do it? Well, it's a way in which we cope with what has happened to us. We say that something really wasn't that bad. We're not really gonna go there. We're not really gonna look at it. We're just gonna say it's not bad so that we can carry on and keep on going throughout our day, throughout our lives. And so if something was to happen to me, like an abuse in my past or a rape or a molestation or something along those lines, we can often look at that and we can be like, oh, well, it wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't that bad. It was okay. It happened all the time. Or, for example, in really alcoholic or abusive, physically abusive homes, a lot of people just think that that's the way that everyone was raised. Well, oh yeah, it wasn't that bad. My dad hit me, but like I didn't end up dead or didn't end up in the hospital. And so that is what minimizing is. It's minimizing the pain or the event so that we don't actually have to feel what we felt and the hurt and the trauma and the pain that is back there. And so it's a way for everyone, it's a way for those who have experienced abuse in any form or emotional trauma or anything to avoid looking at the pain. Like, we can even look at minimizing as bullying. So some kids get bullied and they say that, hey, like, I got bullied, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was like, they've done worse and they've talked about this and they just pulled my pants up and flushed my head down the toilet. But hey, it wasn't that bad, right? Because I'm still alive. I could have been dead, I could have been punched in the face, I could have been hurt. And so it's a way for kids, and this is literally what kids do, it's a way for kids to minimize that pain. And we as adults, well, we're no different than that kid. We still carry that minimizing pattern with us throughout our lives. And so now we're minimizing everything. We're still minimizing the abuse. We're still minimizing everything that happened to us. Oh, it wasn't that bad. It was no big deal. It didn't hurt me. My dad just slapped me. Oh, that doesn't matter. My dad just spanked me on the ass 100 times. Oh, that's no big deal, right? Instead of looking and feeling the pain, feeling the feelings that we had in those moments, feeling the terror, feeling the scaredness, feeling the fear, feeling the hurt, feeling the trauma, feeling the pain. And so that's what minimizing is. And if we continue to minimize the pain and we continue to minimize all of the things that have happened to us, then we continue to carry that hurt with us. We continue to be blind. Ignorance is bliss, right? We continue to be blind to the pain and how it's affecting us right now, how it's causing us to be incredibly angry. Like, many men who experience abuse often have these violent, vicious anger outbursts. And that is the pain that they feel. That's how they're dealing and coping with the sensations, the feelings, and everything that they've been through. And so the anger builds, and now you're projecting and now you're getting it out that way. And you're lashing out at your kids, you're lashing out at your wife, you're lashing out at your job, you're lashing out at everyone against you, or you feel totally disconnected, depressed, and all of that stuff because you're not willing to feel. You're not willing to go there. You're not willing to admit that, like, hey, that wasn't normal. Hey, what happened to me doesn't happen to every kid. Hey, what happened to me doesn't mean that it's okay, and it's okay that I feel this way. Because as a man, we can often feel disconnected from our emotions. Alexithymia, it's a word that describes, and 80% of men experience this. I think 75 to 80% of men experience alexithymia, which means that they cannot tell what they feel at any given time because we're so disconnected. And so it's all about connecting back to it and looking at what's happened and seeing it for what it really was and allowing ourselves to go there and be like, whoa, like, this wasn't normal and I'm really hurting because of this. And that is okay. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to feel that. It's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to feel everything that's going on in your life. It's okay. And it's also okay that you were minimizing if you were minimizing. That's okay too. It's not right, it's not wrong, and that is the first place in which we have to go in order to see something different. We have to first accept that this is what I've been doing. In order for us to move on, that's the first step through any process, is accepting what's happened, accepting the pain, accepting the feelings, accepting everything that's gone on in our lives, and seeing it for what it really was, and understanding it and feeling our feelings through that. And so if you are minimizing, the first step is accepting that, like, hey, I've been minimizing for quite some time. Like, this really was hard. This really did happen. And it did suck, it did hurt. It's caused a lot of pain in my life. It's caused a lot of trauma, it's caused a lot of hurt in my body. And this is how I'm dealing with it now. Okay, awesome, I accept it all. And seek help. Seek someone that you can talk to, someone that you can get into the space of, someone that you can begin to dive and process your emotions with, that can take you on the journey and hold your hand and guide you and walk you. Even though you're a man, it's okay to ask for help. That's the first thing that I did, was ask for help. Of like, hey, I don't know what to do with this. What do I do? How do I go about healing this? How do I see it as like, whoa, okay, this is something that happened and this actually hurt me. And these are the ways in which it did. And begin to process and talk about them and actually go there and feel them. Because once you do, once you allow yourself to fully recognize it, to feel all of the feelings, all of this, everything around it, it's like the anger dissipates. All of those sensations, all the triggers, everything begins to fade. Yes, you still get angry. You just deal with it in a healthier way than lashing out on your kids or your children or your wife or those friends or people in your life. You deal with it and you cope with it better because you've dealt with the real root of the problem. So for example, all of our outbursts, all of our symptoms that we're seeing on the surface, whether that's anger, lashing out, whether that's alcoholism, suppression, depression, anything that we're experiencing now, is caused by a deeper root. Is caused by something that's in the ground, something, some experience, some trauma, some pain that we've experienced, that we've dealt with, that we haven't been willing to face off with, that we might have been minimizing. And when we can face off with them, and when we can see it and hold it for what it is, we get rid of the root and replace the root with something else. Replace the root with love and compassion and understanding and empathy. And when we do that, new actions surface. We become someone totally different. And so that is why, if you are minimizing, first step is to accept that you are. Second step is to seek some sort of support. Therapy, coaching, counselors. Seek whatever you must need in order to begin to set yourself straight. And figure yourself out and understand yourself and know that you're not alone on this journey, that I'm still going through it. So many men are going through it, and there's men all over the world that are going through it. So know that you're not alone and that you're amazing and that you rock no matter where you are. And with that, so much love from me to you, and I can't wait to see you on the next video or on the next video, or shoot a message, shoot a comment down below. Let me know how this video helped you, or if this video triggered you, or what came up for you throughout this process. Also, feel free to subscribe to the channel just by clicking that big old red subscribe button. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.